Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Welcome. How y'all doing out there? I'm very nervous because I'm moving away from where I've been. I'm going to say what's on my mind, which appears to be nothing, but I'm looking for my muse. Muse? Where are you, Muse? It's nowhere to be found. Anyway, it's getting close to Halloween, which up here in the desert means that it's going to get cold soon. There's a little chill in the air. You know, I've been following the healthcare debate. You know, what are these guys crying about? Why are the Republicans stalling? Who's gonna get hurt by this healthcare? Nobody. Who gives a shit about your grandchildren, my great-grandchildren? Who gives a flying fuck about them? I don't give a shit if they're in debt $6 million. We need our healthcare now. What's the point of not having, access to a doctor, And there ought to be catastrophic coverage. Because what happens if you break your leg, They'll just let you lay there. They won't even set your bone. They'll just let you lay there. I remember I broke my leg with no insurance. I was laid up there with a fireman's toolbox holding up my leg. And they kept asking me, you want to go to the VA? And then they called the VA. The VA didn't want to take me. They were full. I wound up having to go to county hospital, where I got operated on by some nincompoop, from Namibia. Or, some Peshawar, Pakistan, a day student, with a visa. Everybody ought to have at least a little health care. The Republicans, they're nothing but shills for big business. They can never get around wrapping a flag around themselves like they're the ones who invented patriotism and democracy. They're the ones who wrote the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, which was written there by the first Democrat, the first man, even though he was a slave owner, Thomas Jefferson, the first modern thinking human being who gave a flying fight for the peasants so that they could have their 20 acres and a mule. So I'm for health care, and I'm for legalization of weed, marijuana, Mary Jane, haba, ganja, smoke. Take a look at me. You don't think I could use a fucking joint? I can't drink. My kidneys are shot. But yet, I'm a mistreated minority. Probably a majority. Most people want to go in a store and get a pack of weed. And I bet you them cigarette companies will make weed local weed. They'll fuck you up. You won't be able to find the ignition to your car. You have to call a cab anyway. But we need our health care. These Republicans are just jerks, All they stand for is that they want 2 votes and you should have a half vote. That's all the fuck they stand for. You should pay the taxes, but they're too lovely, too beautiful. Too perfect to pay taxes. You know, they know how to read loopholes. The only loopholes you know is your Cheerios and your colored frosted flakes. You know, they wrote the laws. You know, like Barry Manilow wrote the songs. You know? So much for health care. And it looks like California is going to be the first state to go across the finish line and fulfill the dream of all the hippies of the world, so they could have legalized weed. They'll probably pay $20 a pack for, maybe $40 a pack. But you know, liquor, I mean, a Johnny Walker Red's about $37.95. It should be about that price. Like a fine bottle of scotch. You know, #1 vodka is about $40. Or rum, same shit. Except this for people, you know, don't like getting drunk. If they get fucked up enough, they can go to the hospital and use their health care card. That's what really matters, and everybody should have access to health care. It's only fair. So get behind your congressmen, your senators, your public officials, and bring home that public option and all the rest of that shit. Fuck the Tories, you know, fuck the rich, man. They got everything in it. Don't cry for me, Argentina. You know? Stick with the people, you know, the peasants, the serfs, the slaves, the working man. That's all it's about. It's just a battle between the boss and his underling, his workers, who he despises. If he could pay him 1 cent an hour, he would. You know? Support your local union, support your local working men, and let's get some health care out of these motherfuckers who rule the planet. You know, their shit don't stink, but ours is supposed to. Power to the people.